Ever wonder why cereal became America's breakfast? It wasn't for your health. It was to kill your desire. Literally. The man who invented it believed sex was evil, and bland cereal would shut down your urges. And that's just the start. For over a century, we've trusted the food industry to feed us. But what if I told you they were feeding us lies? Lies that destroyed your health, broke our families, and made billions for the people who invented the system. Today, we're diving into 3 absolutely true stories about food. And once you hear them, you might never look at your breakfast, your doctor, or your pantry the same way again. Let's start with a man who ruined breakfast on purpose. In the late 1800s, a doctor named John Harvey Kellogg ran a health spa called Battle Creek Sanitarium. Now, Dr. Kellogg had some extreme beliefs. He thought sex was sinful, even for married couples. He claimed it caused epilepsy, cancer, poor digestion, and I'm not joking, bad posture. So he made it his mission to stop people from wanting it. His solution? Cereal. Bland, flavorless flakes of grain. He believes spicy, flavorful foods excited the passions, but his tasteless flakes, they keep your urges cold as milk. He originally made them from crushed corn. No sugar, no flavor, no fun. But it worked. Cereal became a national craze. And even though his brother, Will Kellogg, later added sugar to make it taste better, the truth remained buried. Breakfast cereal was invented as an anti-sex food. Next time you look at a box of cereal, ask yourself, why is this bowl of processed carbs considered the most important meal of the day? Because the government told you so, but they were wrong. In the 1950s, rising heart disease had everyone pointing fingers at fat. So the sugar industry, terrified of being blamed, did something wild. They paid off scientists to shift the blame. In 1967, Harvard researchers secretly received money from the Sugar Research Foundation to publish studies claiming fat causes heart disease, not sugar. And the government believed them. That led to the infamous food pyramid. Greens at the bottom, fats at the top, and red meat basically forbidden. But here's the kicker. The studies were rigged. And the scientists, 2 of them later became the heads of the USDA's nutrition programs. The result? Obesity tripled, type 2 diabetes exploded, and the government kept recommending 6 to 11 servings of bread and cereal per day. All thanks to fraudulent science. And we've been paying the price ever since. Now, what if I told you that your favorite diet sweetener was never tested for humans? Not the way you think. Let's talk about aspartame. In 1965, a chemist named James Schlatter was working on a drug to treat ulcers. While mixing chemicals in his lab, some powder spilled on his hand. Later, he licked his finger to pick up a piece of paper and tasted something sweet. That's right, aspartame was discovered completely by accident. But when they started testing it, is when things got weird. In 1977, the FDA launched an investigation into the company that made it, GD Cereal. Why? Because rats fed aspartame developed tumors, seizures, and holes in their brains. The investigation found dozens of falsified reports. The data was so bad, the FDA said it was not fit for review. But then, Donald Rumsfeld, yes, that Donald Rumsfeld, became the CEO of cereal. And in 1981, the FDA commissioner who blocked aspartame's approval was removed. His replacement approved it on day 1. Aspartame is now in over 5,000 products, including diet soda, chewing gum, yogurt, even kids' medicine. And the long-term health impacts still being debated. But big food already made their money. One man made cereal to kill desire, one government built a pyramid on lies, and one accident, backed by billion-dollar interests, became the sugar substitute in everything. This isn't fear-mongering, these are facts. The paper trails are public. The damage is real. So next time someone calls you crazy for questioning the food system, show them this episode and remind them you weren't made to be sick. They made you sick to keep you consuming. This has been the HÜF Truth. Stay sharp, stay skeptical, and don't forget, eat like your grandma, not like a lab rat.